What's up, guys? King Cobra 73 here, back again with the Minnesota Vikings Madden 17 franchise. You are 5-3, 5-3, right? Yeah, 5-3 Minnesota Vikings, 6-3, because we lost to Detroit last week. 6-3 go against the 4-5 Cardinals. The Cardinals are struggling, but look at this. We are in the hunt. We have to win games to make the playoffs. If the Cardinals knock us off here, we're in trouble. We're going to be in a lot of trouble if they can knock us off here. But we'll see if we can get this win when I come back. Hope you guys enjoy this game.
Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And here comes Carson Palmer, 1,400 yards, 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not having a good year at all so far. He may have been hurt. I don't know this personally. But he's going to drop back from 25. And let's see. He takes a 5-step drop. He's looking, goes to the left a little bit, throws to the left. He finds Michael Floyd for a 17-yard gain. Palmer back again with a 3-step drop, throws to the right, and that's Jermaine Gresham on the catch this time. Let's look at the Falcons Cardinals offense. Wow. They have a pretty good offensive line, not gonna lie. And they have some good backs and receivers. Michael Floyd, Fitzgerald, Jaron, and John Brown. David Johnson, who's a really good running back, and his backup Chris Johnson. We know how fast Chris Johnson can be. He's one of the fastest players. Play action now. And Palmer going to go deep to the right side, left side to Fitzgerald. But Jaron Curse and company knocked that ball out of Fitzgerald's hand, and it is third down for the Cardinals. But let's look at this #1 defense. The Vikings have perhaps the best front 7 in the NFL right now. And their secondary, they need to get better. Their secondary needs to produce turnovers. That's what I want to see this secondary do, produce turnovers. 3rd and 5 now. Ball on the 46-yard line. He's going to find John Brown. That's number 12, John Brown. Jerron Brown is 13, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And it's going to be David Johnson on the carry. And David Johnson is about 4, maybe 5. They might even give him 6. They gave him 4. Ball on 39 now. And that's a delayed handoff to David Johnson. And Greenway meets him in the backfield. 3rd and 10 now. Ball on the 43-yard line. Michael Floyd in motion. And Palmer back. So he has a man open. That's going to be... I can't see the number right now. That is 13. So that was Jerron Brown with the big catch. 1st and 10 now on 20 after the huge catch by Brown. And that's going to be, Gresham. Again. Gresham on the 6-yard catch. On the short throw. Palmer, and that's a bobbled snap there. And he is going to be corralled by 3 Minnesota Vikings. And he's forced to throw it away as he was hit. It's going to be 4th and 4. I think his name is Carpenter. And the kick is good. I think his name is Carpenter. I'm probably wrong. Here's Bradford, 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Bradford has to be a lot better if we want to win. If we're going anywhere, and that throw is almost intercepted. His first throw almost intercepted. But if we want to go anywhere this year, and I'm serious, if we want to go anywhere, we need to get better. We need Bradford to be better. We need Bradford to be a franchise quarterback. We need him to be like he was. What was his 2nd year or his rookie year that he was really good on? Whichever year that was, we need him to be that guy. Because if Bradford can be that guy for us, we can actually go somewhere. Especially with the supporting cast, because this is the best supporting cast Bradford has as he goes deep to Cordero Patterson. And Patterson pulls a Eagle receiver and drops the ball. He pulled it Jordan Matthews. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 41 after the punt from Jeff Locke. And that's going to be play action Dave Johnson. But he fumbles! Sacked by Chad Greenway. And Linval Joseph picks it up. And Linval Joseph may go all the way. Yes, he will. That's a touchdown for Minnesota. If the offense can't score, the defense will. That was Chad Greenway or Anthony Barr on the sack. I cannot tell. From this angle, it looks like Anthony Barr got there. That is indeed Anthony Barr. I was wrong. And Linval Joseph takes it in the end zone from 41 yards out and scores the Minnesota Vikings touchdown. Skol Vikings. The Vikings take a 7-2-3 lead with 4 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cardinals get the ball back on the 25-yard line to touchback from Blair Walsh. And here is David Johnson with a good carry. That goes about 9 yards. 2nd and 1 now. That's going to be David Johnson up the middle. And David Johnson is finally some momentum. He gets 4 on that play. David Johnson, when he finds room, he's really good. So we have to hope he doesn't break any big runs on us today. And he has some room here, and he gets about 10 on that one. 2nd and 1 for the Cardinals. He's going to be sacked again. That's Eric Kendricks. He came through untouched, unblocked. And look at this. He split the center and the right guard there. And came through, left guard. No, I'm correct. The right guard came through untouched and took Palmer down for a 4-yard loss. 3rd down now. He's going deep to Xavier Rhodes. And Xavier Rhodes bats it down. He was looking for Fitzgerald, but Xavier Rhodes bats it down. 1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Ball on the 20. It's going to be a handoff to Adrian Peterson. Peterson gets about 5 yards on the play. That's his first carry of the game. And here's Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph has been cleared to play, and, well, let's see what he does. Well, let's just hope he plays better than he did last week. And that's going to be Stephon Diggs. And we end the first quarter 7-3. I want to see Kyle Rudolph play better just because I believe he can be one of the better tight ends in the league. He just gets hurt way too often. So I just want to see it. But as Adrian gets a decent carry there, that goes about 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 5 now for the Vikings. Bradford with 3-step drop back. And Bradford's going to be taken down, but he gets the ball out in time. And Bradford luckily got the ball out in time. Well, that would have been a huge loss on the sack. Bradford no one was open, and Bradford got it. Here's David Johnson with a huge gain. I'm talking, well, not huge, but David Johnson almost broke that one. 1st and 10. Palmer drops back to throw. Palmer looking. He's going to be sacked again. Everson Griffin, Sharif Floyd with a 6-yard stop on the quarterback. And let's see what the Cardinals have for the Vikings now. That's going to be a delayed handoff to David Johnson. And David Johnson gets, well, the yardage back from the sack as it is 3rd and 10 now. Ball on the 40, and that's going to be play action again. But here's Everson Griffin again. And Everson Griffin is destroying this offensive line. The Vikings are destroying this offensive line. This is a typically good, decent offensive line. And Everson Griffin is destroying it. Everson Griffin with his 2nd sack of the game. Well, technically his first was a half sack. So this is his 1.5 sacks on the day for Everson Griffin. Butler back to punt now. Let's see what kind of return Patterson can get. Patterson will take that from about the 12 or 13. And Patterson gets it out to the 33, I think. So that's a 20-yard return for Patterson. 2nd and 8 now for the Vikings, and that's Adrian Peterson. Peterson just should have kept it to the left side. Peterson had a lot of green to the left side, but as we know, Adrian likes to dance in the backfield a little too much sometimes. And, well, that was just not good. But it's Kyle Rudolph. This is the kind of play I want to see from Kyle Rudolph. Just getting the ball in your hands and, well, doing something with it. There's Laquan Treadwell. They have Treadwell open on the screen again. And Treadwell takes it for a 10-yard gain. But here's Jerick McKinnon now. Jerick McKinnon running into the back of Andre Smith, but he gets the first down anyway. 2nd and 9 now. And Bradford's going to go down, and that is Robert Camdici. And 3rd and 15 now. He's going to go deep, and that's almost intercepted by Deion Buchanan. 1st and 10, the ball on the 20-yard line after the touchback from Locke. That's going to be David Johnson getting a yard, well, getting the carry, and he gets about 4. 2nd and 6 now for the Cardinals. Palmer out of the gun, backing out, and Palmer almost gets sacked again. That time it was going to be Greenway, but he gets the ball out of his hand in time. 3rd and 6 now. Ball and 24. Palmer back to pass. He's looking. He's going to the edge. He was looking for John Brown there, but he throws it out of bounds. So the Vikings will continue their drive. And here's Bradford. It looks like they have screen set up, but it was to go nowhere as it was snuffed out by the Cardinal defense. And Bradford back to pass again. Bradford going up the middle, and that's going to be Laquan Treadwell. And that is a catch. It was a little bit low, but Treadwell gets his hand under it. And that is a first down for the Vikings. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 48-yard line. Bradford back to drop, and he's going to find Kyle Rudolph again. Kyle Rudolph. That's maybe, and that did not look good as Rudolph is hurt once again. That is the problem with Rudolph. He gets hurt way too often for our liking. Which is why he is probably, and this is just rumors I'm hearing, but they are thinking about trading Rudolph in the offseason. Just rumors I'm hearing. They're thinking about trading Rudolph in the offseason and rolling with Pruitt, who has played well. But take that rumor with a grain of salt, as it's just a rumor. 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals, and well, David Johnson gets a carry. He gets about 4 again on the play. 2nd and 6 now. Palmer dropping back to pass. He's going to find Jermaine Gresham once again. And the Cardinals call a timeout. 3rd and 1 now for the Cardinals. Palmer back to pass. He's looking. He's going to find Gresham again on the sideline. That's going to be a first down for the Cardinals. 2nd and 6 now. Palmer back to pass. Palmer being chased by Everson Griffin. That is sacked again. That is Everson Griffin's official 2nd sack of the game, and that is how we're going to end the half. It is 7-3 as the Minnesota Vikings go into halftime. I will come back to you as soon as the half is over. As we come back from the second half, the Vikings will receive, and this is kicked off to Cordero Patterson. Let's see what Patterson's going to do. He takes that in the end zone, and he gets past the 20-25, and Patterson tricks it down a man, and he gets down to the 32-yard line. That's a solid return for Cordero Patterson, and it gives the Vikings okay field position as it is 2nd and 8 now, and that's going to be a give to Peterson there. Peterson having the not-so-big day as he has 7 catches for 17 yards. And he has a man open. That's going to be Pruitt there. And Pruitt gets the first down. And I am hearing now that Kyle Rudolph is out for the game. So we will not see Kyle Rudolph for the rest of this game, which is unfortunate. But that's Cordero Patterson now. And Patterson with a spin move, spinning Patrick Peterson out of his shoes. And there is a good first down play from Patterson. Gets the first down. Cordero Patterson has earned his contract this year. I've said that plenty of times. And that's a throw, and that's going to be Stephon Diggs. I've said it plenty of times. I'm just a big fan. I've been enjoying what Cordero Patterson has done this year. And I'm enjoying that the 3 receivers are going forward are Treadwell, Diggs, and Patterson. And speaking of Diggs, there he is. That's a good 8-yard gain, I would say. They're going to say 6. I can't math. 2nd and 4 now. That's going to be Peterson. And Peterson may get the touchdown here. But no, he is stopped at the 4-yard line. And that's a good gain of 11. Wow. 2nd and 1 now. And he's dropped back to pass. And that is caught. That is caught. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. That's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And I have no idea how Thielen caught that. It was like, he had to reach behind Deion Buchanan to catch that, it seemed like. And here's Honey Badger on the return. And, well, thankfully we stopped him. But it looked like he had to reach behind Deion Buchanan to catch that. That was a terrible throw from Bradford. A great catch from Thielen there, and we need to use Thielen more because he's been good from when he's played. 10 carries for 54 yards for David Johnson, and I'm sure there's more to come. 2nd and 6 now. Palmer drop back to pass. He has a man open right side, and that was almost an excellent catch from Rick Fitzgerald, but he takes a huge hit from J-Ron Curse and drops the ball. 3rd and 6 now for the Cardinals. Ball on 35-yard line, and and that's play action, but he's caught by Michael Floyd. Anthony Barr and other Vikings were there. If they did not bite on play action, they would have had the sack on Carson Palmer, but they blit, and that gets a big gain to Michael Floyd. And here's David Johnson with a 5-yard carry, and 2nd and 5 now for the Cardinals. And that's going to be David Johnson again, but he meets Linval Joseph, and Linval Joseph swallows him up into the backfield, and he loses 4 on the play. 3rd and 9 now, and I apologize every time I do this, and I don't know why this comes from getting excited, but that is incomplete. 4th and 9, and they will be forced to punt. 2nd and 12 now for the Vikings. 14-yard line, and it is, a screen. There's a flag on the play, though, and that is a good 7 yards on the screen, probably. That's what I would give it. Probably less because I can't math, but this is coming back as it is holding. Wait a minute. It's not coming back. Thank you, Justin Bethel, holding on the defense. And it's 1st and 10 now. McKinnon trying to follow his blocks, but he only gets like 3, and it is the end of the 3rd quarter as we go into the 4th. The Vikings lead 14-3. This is a tough defensive game. Bradford he looked confused, and that was incomplete to Thielen. He tried to get it out to Thielen, but it did not work. I believe that was Bethel in coverage. Excuse me. And there's a good kick from Locke there. He's still not coming back this year at all. I don't want Locke's not coming back. Don't get too fond of him, people. He's not coming back. He's been inconsistent for the years he's been here. And that is a good tackle from Eric Hendricks there, from Jermaine Gresham, but he's just been inconsistent. Look at this. Palmer having a bad year, 10 for 19, 99 yards. Is the Viking defense just that good to cut out an elite quarterback like Palmer? And there's going to be David Johnson on the catch. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, about Locke. He's been too inconsistent over the years he's been here. Excuse me again. So I don't think he'll be returning with the Minnesota Vikings. Palmer dropping back to pass. And he's going to go up the middle, and he's going to find Larry Fitzgerald. That is probably Fitzgerald's first catch of the game. And this is not the sight you want to see if you are a Cardinal fan. That is indeed his first catch. Larry Fitzgerald down on the ground, writhing in pain after a huge hit from Eric Hendricks. And this stadium is just quiet and shock as Fitzgerald is a Minnesota guy. You see him on the sideline. He's standing, which is good, but I don't know what that means for his availability for the rest of the game. So we're praying for you, Fitzgerald. We're praying for you here in Minnesota, hoping you get better, as that is a good catch and gain for the Cardinals as Jermaine Gresham moves the ball 8 yards. And there's Palmer trying to get fancy there. He had to move around the pocket there, and he finds Jerron Brown. Jerron Brown, not John Brown. And there's a screenplay right there, and David Johnson. David Johnson gets the gain about 9 or 10. Let's see where they marked the ball. They marked it as a gain of 9. But there's J.J. Nelson. I don't see Fitzgerald back on the field yet, so I'm not getting any word from the Cardinals sideline about his availability. But there's John Brown, and John Brown gets a good gain, about 15 yards. And here's Carson Palmer again, and that's going to be handoff to David Johnson. And Johnson gets about 1 yard on the play. They need to probably throw it here. 13 carries for 55 yards on the day for Johnson so far. If we can keep him out of 100, that's good. And there's a fumble, and Chad Greenway got the strip sack, but the Cardinals recovered their own fumble. And there's David Johnson finally following his blocks, but they get nowhere on the play. So here's the kick again. And the Vikings lead 14-3. This is an interesting play with 2 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the game. This is an interesting call by the Cardinals, as the Vikings just need to get a first down to presumably end this game. And what is Bradford doing? He had a man open and he throws an interception. That was a terrible throw. It's the Honey Badger and he gets a decent return. That is a terrible throw and decision from Bradford. He had a man open underneath. I don't know why he had to force it deep. And, well, terrible decision, and it may cost him. I'm still not seeing Fitz on the field, so I'm just going to say that he's out. I'm just going to call it. The Cardinals have not notified anyone yet. And there's Jerron Brown on the catch. And he has a man open. He has Michael Floyd open deep, but he throws it away. He did not see that. If you looked on your right side of the field, you would have saw that Michael Floyd was wide open. And I am finally getting word from the Cardinals sideline that Eric... Wait a minute, he's going deep, and that is caught! Michael Floyd, touchdown Cardinals. Xavier Rhodes gives up the coverage. 38-yard touchdown. Like I'm saying, I finally got word from the Cardinals sideline that... Wait a minute, that's batted away from Xavier Rhodes, so some redemption. But got word from the Cardinals sideline that Fitzgerald would not return to this game. It is a upper body injury, and that is just disheartening to hear right there. Just the Vikings just need to run out the clock here. That's all you need to do. Don't try to get fancy with Bradford and things, because I don't trust Bradford in this situation at all. Just need to run the clock out. And they were ready for it. And they take Peterson down behind the line. So 3rd and 9 now. And he's going to go to the right. And that is almost intercepted by Patrick Peterson. I think we should have just ran the ball. But here we go. Here comes Jeff Locke again. And this is not the kick I wanted to see from him. I wanted Locke to kick that as far back as he can. And I know he probably just did there. Ball on the 50 now, so, well, say your prayers, Viking fans. And, well, that catch from Michael Floyd just put them in field goal range. And if that didn't put him in field goal range, that catch from David Johnson definitely did. 23 for 33, 230 yards and a touchdown on the game for Palmer. He's having a good game. And this is supposed to be the #1 defense in the NFL. 39 seconds in the game. The Vikings may have well concede this game. Call a timeout. And, well, here we go. 35 seconds left in the game, and here comes the kick. I don't know if his name is Carpenter. I don't think it is. Now I'm thinking about it. But here we go. The game-winning field goal. Is it up? And it is good. The Cardinals lead 15-14. And, well, let's see what Bradford can do. You have a man open, Bradford. You had a man open right there. He's going deep, and it is intercepted. That is Bethel again. Well, not again, but that's Bethel. And that is interception. And Bradford, you had a man open underneath. I believe that was Cordero Patterson. I am not sure. But the Vikings lose. They fall to 6-4. And, well, the race to the playoffs is getting interesting. The Vikings have a tough schedule come up. They have to play the Lions next week. And the Lions just beat them pretty bad. They didn't play the Lions last week. They played Redskins last week. And Bradford had a great game. He was actually a player of the week last week. And the NFC player of the week. So he had a terrible game. So let's see if he can bounce back against the Lions. Well, that's all we can hope for. We can hope for Bradford to bounce back against the Lions. And it's going to be in Detroit. And it's going to be on Thanksgiving. So be safe over this holiday weekend, week, whatever you guys want to call it. And I'll talk to you guys next weekend. Thank you guys for watching. I am King of Cobra 73. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. And subscribe for more Madden 17 content. And I have to say something. We're at 46 subscribers right now. And, well, if we can get to 50, I don't know when or where. I don't know when we'll get to 50, but when we get to 50, I have a surprise for you guys. There's going to be a 50 subscriber special, a new series coming for that one. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. Bye.